What's happening, my awesome Mad Lads? Madog here, and welcome back to another Mad Theory episode, where today, once again, we're going to be talking about Sonic Frontiers. This time, we're going to be talking about something different. Last time we talked about Sonic Frontiers and how some bits of the gameplay or story relates to similar stuff to Shadow the Hedgehog. This time, we're going to be talking about cyberspace. Now, as I actually mentioned before in the very first episode of of one of my theories, I actually mentioned that cyberspace is actually more like of a memory system where it actually keeps Sonic into familiar grounds, and also can actually help the Cocos or the agents of chaos to find peace and just to, you know, be free and be happy, live in harmony and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, representing to what that zap symbol might actually meant, and that's what it really is. The same thing that what Eggman was trying to do to actually bring Sage back. And come to think of it, this is very important because when it comes to cyberspace, cyberspace has a lot more stuff and features, unlike another certain space that we actually went inside before in a particular Sonic game, which is, let's be faced, isn't it? It's freaking mediocre. And yep, I'm actually talking about Sonic Forces. Now, we all know that no one wants to probably mention about Sonic Forces, but I have mentioned Sonic Forces in some level of degree in some areas before in my previous theories, based on Infinite's disappearance. Which will also be one of those videos at a very, in another time. You see, when it comes to the difference between cyberspace and Infinite's Fantaruby that pulls off Null Space, there's only two differences between those two. Cyberspace has a lot of stuff in it, and Null Space basically has nothing. Because, let's face it, Null Space is literally a void of nothingness. And the only time we can be able to play it is just this level right here. And you can just literally escape out of Null Space with just two people combining their powers together, and boom. That's it. So yeah, really not much involved. They really should have had like more potential to this freaking to this space, huh? Unlike cyberspace, it's actually a little bit more sophisticated, very specific, and tries to, you know, put up some detail. I feel like that Null Space should have done the exact same sort of similar thing, but like try to bring up some memories from the past. Like Infinite could have actually sent Shadow to Null Space, instead of just putting him into this virtual reality sort of world that he went in the episode Shadow. But in the end, that's not exactly what happened. And the same thing goes with the Null Space in that level. I mean, that could have had plenty more potential to actually do some stuff to that. And guess what? They did nothing. Cyberspace, on the other hand, had a whole lot of other challenges to be able to do. It actually keeps Sonic busy, it actually keeps you occupied while playing in these levels, and actually allows you to do a few more missions, which that's what it obviously does in the game. Let's be honest, this is probably going to be very short, but in this very conclusion, cyberspace is pretty much better than Null Space. Cyberspace was specifically created by the agents and was to actually make sure that no evil was supposed to be roaming about. But I feel like that's what they were also trying to do, trying to seal the end. Which is why that the end has always stated that Sonic was the true key to actually helping her, getting herself free, and tearing the walls between dimensions. However, that's not just to say that Null Space is not a dimension, because guess what? Null Space is another dimension, but it's just not somehow connected to the cyberspace and Sonic Frontiers. So hopefully I can actually talk about more of this stuff later in another video, but for now, I feel like we're just gonna have to wrap this up. I just wanted to make this one very quick and easy. Cyberspace has a lot more potential than freaking Null Space, unless if they ever decide to bring back Infinite in Sonic Frontiers or in any other kind of game, which I will probably talk about more in the future. So I'm just gonna get out of here, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, click on the notification bell for you to never miss a video, and as always, my name is Mad Dog, and let your days be mad and rad.